Okay, so we're just gonna start this video off a little bit different than we start our other videos off. So basically, I'm just talking to you, I'm just having a conversation with you. And during this conversation, I really want to discuss what's going on with Gavin McInnes, okay? So we know that he quit. Unless you actually saw the video, though, just to kind of give you a little summary, Gavin McInnes, he released a video a few days ago, and he actually quit from the Proud Boys, but I think it was for a really good reason. A lot of the guys were getting really bad charges on trial for like felony charges. Really, they were going to be facing a lot of bad records that were going to be permanent for them. They weren't going to be really able to get a job, and that's serious stuff. So, what Gavin ended up doing was like a sacrifice for the Proud Boys, in my opinion. I think that was like a good sacrifice. And another thing is that the FBI ended up labeling the Proud Boys as an extremist group, which I find very weird because I think that if they were labeling the Proud Boys an extremist group and they went through the research and they actually had enough evidence to label them an extremist group, then why didn't you have enough evidence to label something like Antifa an extremist group? Because you could see that they go head on all the time. That is the whole entire conflict. That's why Proud Boys is in the news, okay? If Antifa didn't exist, Proud Boys would not be in the news for having that kind of drama. They would just literally be drinking beer, having freedom rallies, hanging out with each other, doing that kind of stuff that Proud Boys do. Proud Boys and Proud Girls do. Without Antifa, that's what creates the drama for both sides that leads to the street battles. In a very similar way, I think what's happening to Gavin McInnes having to apologize behalf of the Proud Boys is very similar to what happened to Anna Paulina yesterday on Thanksgiving during Fox News. And I know they're trying to talk about the kind of language that she used, but at the same time, I don't really see any sort of implements for anybody that has been using language on the left. With CNN, it has been a lot worse than anything like that. Like the language that has been used on our president, the language that has been used about Trump supporters, MAGA hat supporters, anybody like that. And then we have to look at something like this and actually take this serious. Looking at the big picture, it really is ridiculous that the conservatives have to end up apologizing. Well, liberals just run all over us. I mean, that's really how I feel right now. I really feel that that is the situation, and I don't want to feel like that. But at the same time, we're the only ones that are apologizing. So, what do we do in this case? Are we just going to keep apologizing, backing up, and not sticking to our true values at this point? Is that what we're going to do? No. We're actually going to stick to our true values. We're going to move forward with this, and we're going to expose the truth. And what do we mean by exposing is that every time something ridiculous like this comes up, is we're going to mention this so that we know what's going on. You have to stay well educated, and if you know what's going on, then you're well informed. I believe that the Proud Boys ended up getting a little bit too much media attention than they actually wanted to, so this ended up leading to a lot more censorship. So I think that along with the radio, they ended up censoring their voice pretty much on every single social platform. I don't really know why. I don't really know why this was done, but probably because he did seem like a leader figure, because he was one of the people that did start the whole entire organization or the club. So therefore the responsibility did lead to him because he did have a face for that. So remember, that is why that happened. I think that the Proud Boys could have had a longer run for the whole entire club going for a direction moving forward, because it wasn't really fair. It wasn't really fair that the whole entire treatment that happened on them was because of people that just simply didn't agree with the club kid. We're in America. We have different beliefs. If you don't agree with somebody, just go away. Don't pay attention to that. Proud Boys, they aren't making a scene just by themselves. You put in Antifa in the mix, and then you have this crazy, crazy reaction. And because of that reason, Antifa is basically off the hook for everything that they have done recently. I just really disagree. I think that they should totally have some consequences for their action. But the only consequences that you've really seen, I'm not kidding about this, you've actually seen proof for this, is conservatives having consequences coming left and right from media outlets, from the public, the government, everywhere. It's ridiculous. And with that, I'm actually going to head out for right now with the subject matter, but stay tuned for more videos and I'll catch you next time.